Hello, it's Daniel and welcome to this trip report. In this trip report, I'm flying with South American airline LATAM from Madrid to Frankfurt, Maine. You're probably wondering why a South American airline is operating an inter-European flight. Well, a flight like this is called a Fifth Freedom flight. Many airlines operate these around the world, particularly in Europe. A Fifth Freedom flight is a flight that starts and finishes, but not in the airline's country of origin. It's a little bit to get your head around, especially if you're not an avgeek. Many airlines that operate these routes also deploy long-haul aircraft. They are also cheaper than their European counterparts, because there's more seats on these planes. The flight only cost me €27, and that included free seat selection and complimentary food and drink. In UK pounds, it was only £25.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Bienvenido.
At Madrid, LATAM used the newest terminal, Terminal 4 South. Terminal 4 South is a great terminal to fly from. Plenty of options for food and drink. The Iberia Lounge is also really good, and it's also very easy to get around. Smile for the camera. Smile for the camera.
Hola.
As you've just seen on screen, I was on this trip with Nick and Fergus. Links to their channels are in the description. The only issue with Terminal 4 South is that you need to connect to it from Terminal 4. You do this with an underground rail link. Terminal 4 South security is also in Terminal 4, as both terminals are interlinked. On this route, LATAM use a Boeing 787-9, and the route is operated daily. The plane arrived from Santiago in Chile earlier on in the day. The flight to Frankfurt was pretty much sold out. I eventually got on after a bit of a queue. My seat for the flight was 34A. The flight time from Madrid to Frankfurt was just 2 hours. And now it's time for the taxi out and takeoff. the legroom was more than adequate for the 2-hour flight. I would definitely find myself comfortable here for a good 7-8 hours. The seat pocket contained a sick bag, a safety card and LATAM's onboard magazine. LATAM also gave every passenger a free pair of headphones for the flight. They looked comfortable, but the sound quality was pretty poor. I ended up using my own earphones in the end. As Nick demonstrates, the seats also recline.
Hola.
The tray table was pretty big and it also had some pull-out cup holders. The seats also had adjustable headrests, however, the cabin cleanliness really wasn't the best. I mean, look at that, that's disgusting. For the free complimentary snack, every passenger was given a cheese and ham croissant. For drinks, there was alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. I opted to go for a Coke Light. Although it might not look the most appetising, the croissant was actually pretty decent. For the whole flight, it was clear skies with some stunning views. The in-flight entertainment system was a 9-inch touchscreen. It featured various movies, TV shows, music, games, and some documentaries. Movies included some of the latest blockbusters, including the cinematic masterpiece Avengers Endgame. All in all, it was a pretty decent selection, plenty to last a good long haul flight, say 11-12 hours. The IFE system also featured a moving map. Like most IFE systems these days, it also had a headphone jack and USB port. Here's a look at the onboard toilet featuring My Ugly Mug. Nothing really special apart from some nice blue mood lighting. The economy class cabin was in a typical free configuration. As I mentioned earlier, the flight was pretty much sold out. Although the views were stunning for the whole flight, there was a lot of screaming kids on board. To be fair though, I'm not really surprised because the flight was basically sold out. And now for the landing into Frankfurt. Overall, the flight with LATAM from Madrid to Frankfurt was pretty good. The seats were comfy, the legroom was decent, the IFE system was also decent, and the food was pretty good too. I didn't mention this earlier on, but the crew were also friendly. The onboard service was also pretty quick as well. If there's a few complaints about this flight, the first one is the 787 definitely isn't my favourite aircraft to fly on. The cabin crew dimming the windows just really annoys me, like I would like to control the own dimming of the windows, which is why I prefer the sliding window blinds. The cabin also wasn't the cleanest, especially at my seat, like my seat really did need a good clean. This was my only letdown from the flight, but apart from that, everything else was fine. Although there was a lot of screaming kids, this can't be helped, it goes for any flight you're on, you just have to put up with it, nothing you can do. I would definitely fly LATAM economy again, especially for the price. You really can't fault €27 for a 2-hour flight on a wide body with free food and drink. And you really can't fault having an IFE system as well. For the return flight, I flew back to Madrid on the same plane in business class. That is the next trip report, which will be out in a few weeks' time. Sadly, as of the 1st of July 2020, this route is no longer operated by LATAM. Instead, they fly direct from Santiago to both Madrid and Frankfurt. Thanks for watching this trip report. I hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for the next one.